Millie needs to face reality. She can do that when she so wishes. But she needs to face reality. She needs to be honest about it. Be honest. Her ego is in the way. Her ego is in the way, and she has to. She's overpowered by these feelings of love that she feels, and she must let herself feel those things because she deserves it. She deserves to feel love, you know. And she doesn't understand that by withholding that love, all she's doing is harming herself, and she's just not allowing herself to be loved. And you'll understand, and that's the unsettling thing about it. You know, I already told you I'm a shaman, so that's the best way to explain the mindfuck that I am, because I have all these different elements, you know. I am a fucking my higher self is this fucking light worker, dude, and it's hilarious because because I'm a fucking asshole, dude. I'm a fucking asshole. I am a fucking evil, rotten asshole with but I've recognized that I am all these things. But you know, you don't want to cling to ego, because ego is a deception, because essentially I am not I am not that paradox, because that paradox that exists within me is it's a matter of what you feed. It's a matter of the energy of the seeds of faith or seeds of doubt. Do you feed the seeds of faith? And because if you have faith, then you that's the thing, that like if you're confident, if you're super confident, then you have faith. And if you have faith, then you're one with the Holy Spirit. You're one with the universe, because you're in that frequency of happiness and you're free. And so essentially having faith is being super confident. It is a sin to have doubts. It's a sin to doubt yourself, because you are worthy of all the love and joy possible. You have to let yourself feel you are worth it. You have to believe that you are worth it. You have to let yourself get the fucking good stuff in life, because you please, I beg of you, like, you know, don't you know, you don't want to wrestle, because that's what wrestling with like skeptics, you know, religious skeptics and stuff, like they wrestle with their faith in God. They really wrestle with God, you know what I mean? Like, to use that terminology. They wrestle with God. They wrestle with God because they wrestle with themselves, essentially. They wrestle with themselves because you are God and God is you, and one is one. One is all and all is one. And that's how it is. Because it's a frequency. God is a fucking frequency. And it's, in other words, the Holy Spirit, which binds you to reality, which connects you to everything in existence. And that's when you feel the frequency of God, the mind of God. And that's when you channel that God energy. It's when you're so fucking irrationally self-confident that doubt does not creep into your mind, because doubt is of sin and darkness and despair. And you owe it to yourself, because you have to remember, because you feed two different sides of you. And that explains the paradox. See, I take on negative energy because I have to transmute it to positive energy. But here's the thing, is that sometimes when you take that negative energy on, sometimes you feed that negative energy, and you're feeding the seeds of doubt. You're feeding laziness. You're feeding sin. You're feeding, like, you know, all these vices, and, you know, like all these things that, you know, like, maybe I should doubt myself. Maybe I'm not worthy. Maybe I'm not worthy. Maybe I'm not good enough. Maybe I suck. Maybe other people are right. Maybe like that is feeding depression. That is feeding doubt. That is feeding, and that manifests itself in evil behavior. Because it's funny, because evil behavior starts with negative thinking. Negative thinking is darkness. And when you have the light, then you can see. When you have the light, you can see. And you see when you feel, essentially, because that's what you come down to. Like, you feel the love that pervades your whole body, and you feel so good, and you just feel happy, and you just feel blessed. You feel blessed because you pray from strength, not weakness. You're not supposed to pray from weakness. You're supposed to pray from strength, and you're supposed to you let go. You let go because we cling on to these illusions. We cling on to our persona. We cling on to, like, I'm Emily Elder and blah blah blah. Like, I don't need love, blah blah blah. I don't need love at all. I don't, but it's like, dear Emily Elder, you do realize, like, you do realize, like, you're worthy of love. You have to accept love. Quit being afraid. I understand your fucking stricken fear because your fucking childhood was fucked up. And I just have to, they said, tell M everything. They said, tell M everything. And M means Amelia. So tell her everything. Tell her everything. Fucking let the fucking truth out. Let the truth out. Let the truth out. Tell her everything. She deserves to know. She deserves to know about herself. So, because I'm teaching her and I'm helping her, and I know she's there. And I can feel the energy. Can you feel the love? Can you feel the love? So you just let yourself break out of the rhythms of reality, and then you become one with reality. And that's how you let go, because you stop clinging to you. When we get into our heads, we start doubting. We start doubting. We come up with a million reasons why not, instead of a million reasons why we should. Because we have to have a life affirming, we have to love life. We have to love life and all the suffering that comes our way. And that's the story of Jesus Christ, because that's essentially what Jesus Christ's story is all about, is telling you about the beatitude of life in triumph over suffering. I mean, that is the beauty of that story, of the crucifixion. Because it's essentially overcoming suffering and beating suffering, and being resurrected, becoming born again. Because you become born again, you become a different version of you. You become born again because you're born again in spirit, and your spirit's renewed. And you feel one with the rhythms of reality, and you just feel, and you trust, you have faith. You have faith in the sensations that you feel, and the things that you feel, and the energy that you feel, and that you feel good about life, and you feel good about yourself, and you fundamentally are optimistic, and you have hope. And the interesting thing about hope is that Fight Club, they tell you when you lose hope, that is when, lose hope, because we have this idea of hope, of what we think is hope, but it's not hope. Hope is an illusion. It's like I cling on to this Amelia, blah, blah, blah. Like, you have to let go totally. Do you understand what I'm talking about? When you let go totally, like, I can't cling on to the idea of Amelia. You know what I mean? I can't cling on to it. I can't. I have to let go. Like, I have to let go in a universal sense. What that means is you let go, you stop being attached to all these things need to happen. This neediness, this attachment, this weakness, this insecurity, essentially. And you have to let go of those doubts. Let go of those doubts. And just remember, just feel. You don't need drugs either. You just let yourself exist outside of the rhythms of time and three-dimensional reality, and just feel the presence, and just let go and depersonalize, and just let go of your persona, and just let go and just have faith and just feel. And that's where you need to be.